Okay, buckle up because what you're about to hear isn't just a story. It's a full-blown nightmare in designer packaging. We're talking secret basement, eerie tapes, blinking mirrors. And Justin Bieber. Yes, that Justin. Staring into the abyss and whispering things that'll keep you up at night. It starts with a man who spent nearly a decade in the shadows of the rich and famous. No scandals, no interviews, just a black SUV, a crisp suit, and silence. That was the job. But when federal agents started poking around a very particular Beverly Hills mansion, one Bieber had rented in late 2016, this guy finally broke. His voice shook, his name redacted, but his title, private driver. On call, transport for subject B, Justin Bieber. And then came the quote that set the internet ablaze. There was a basement and a tape, and I was told to never ask about either. Girl, this wasn't just some paranoid delusion. This was SOP, standard operating protocol. Because while the rental home looked like your average $30 million zero celebrity crash pad, complete with infinity pool and paparazzi proof garage, what made it truly sickening wasn't above ground, was below. See, the floor plan said 3 stories, but the elevator, it had 4 buttons. One of them had no label. Our driver noticed it one night while hauling in 2 duffel bags for a so-called late-night session. He pressed G, the ground floor button. But the elevator dipped lower, a hidden level. The door slid open and revealed darkness. No lights, bare concrete walls lined with red insulation foam. No artwork, no luxury, just cold, unfinished space. He stepped out for half a second before some guy in a black hoodie grabbed him and growled, "Wrong floor. You don't work down here, y'all." Chills. Later that night, shaken, the driver asked the lead security guard, "What's on that floor?" The response: silence, but then an envelope. Inside, $4,000 in cash, a burner phone, and a handwritten note that read, "You didn't see a 4th floor, and you don't talk about the tape." He asked, "What tape?" The guard didn't blink. Exactly. Still thinking, this is a prank. Hang tight. The driver kept working the week. Same pickups, studio runs, press events, and a 2 a.m. Krispy Kreme craving here and there. But on Thursday, something changed. Nobody came out of the house. No lights, no noise. Dead silence. Security simply muttered, "He's not taking cold calls." But then 3 days later at 4:13 a.m. the back door creaked open. Justin emerged barefoot. Eyes blank. He slid into the SUV and quietly muttered, "Drive to the overlook." They didn't speak. Not a word. Until the car parked. That's when Justin turned and said, "What's the last thing you remember?" The driver chuckled a little, confused. Justin didn't. "Because I remember nothing, but I keep waking up to messages I don't remember writing. If your skin isn't crawling by now, it will be in a second." One night, while waiting in the garage, a duffel bag accidentally spilled open. The driver picked up a mini cassette recorder. It had one unlabeled tape inside. He hit play. Static. Then a distorted voice. Familiar. But wrong. You don't exist unless we say you do. And then silence. The device shut itself off. A man in a hoodie appeared, knocked on the car window, and said, "Put it back, or you won't remember how you got here." Let that sink in. When federal investigators asked why the driver came forward now, he pulled out a note. It had been in his wallet for years, water stained, nearly disintegrated. He found it on the passenger seat the day Justin flew to London. It read, "They'll call it a breakdown. They'll say I was tired. But that house rewired me. If they find this, burn it. Signed, GB." And now it gets even darker. When that property was first listed in 2016, everything seemed normal. 3 floors, typical celebrity rental. But the lease signed by Justin Bieber's Rental LLC included a disturbing little footnote tucked away on page 9. Access to level 1 via secured internal elevator permitted for creative calibration use only. No questions from BA's team. But then it happened. A delivery guy left the elevator open by accident, and a 19-year-old influencer, known only as Emily in court documents, wandered down to the wrong floor. 5 hours later, she was found barefoot in the street. Mumbling, "The mirrors blinked, but I didn't." Flash forward to February 2019. A high-level exec at a major streaming studio received a cryptic message in his inbox. Subject line, "Chilling unseen footage." The sender, an anonymous audio consultant with a file attachment titled Bieber Hotter Basement Feed 30 Tape Room. Edit V2 Move Baby. It wasn't just a clip. It came with an NDA pre-filled and a $2,300,000 sent cash demand for exclusive rights. What was on that tape? Only the most horrifying 30 seconds of video the exec had ever seen. His note to the board simply said, "I've never seen someone cry like they were being edited in real time." Let that sit for a second. The tape opened with a black screen, then flickered. A single camera. One angle. Justin Bieber, head down. Silent. Then he looked up, lips moving. But the voice delayed. He physically gagged. "Turn it off the moment Justin whispered. The mirrors blinked before I did." That wasn't a metaphor. That was a trigger phrase. The studio's legal team sent out a cease order, not to protect Justin, but to protect themselves. Their memo read, "Risk material contains unauthorized neural conditioning. Viewer response includes dissociation, nausea, mimicry behavior." Yes, you read that right. The footage was designed to affect whoever watched it. In one live stream in 2022, a fan asked Justin about weird old studio stories. He chuckled. But his face H didn't match the laugh. He replied, "I used to think I forgot stuff, but now I think someone remembered it for me and left me with the pieces." Then static. No goodbye, no outro, just static and a flash of red light reflecting in his webcam. Now we get to the therapy sessions. Westwood. February to May 2017. Client B, male. Early 20s, entertainment career. Chronological dissonance. Translation. He remembered doing things but not being the person who did them. From session 2, that's my signature, but I don't remember holding the pen. From session 5. They say, I agree to the footage. But I don't think that version of me exists anymore. And then this quote that still haunts Reddit threads to this day. There are gaps. And in the gaps, I feel watched. According to Leaked Pulse. Notes from 2024, Justin wasn't just in therapy. He was undergoing reconstruction trials, a program designed to patch celebrities cracking under the weight of fame and false reality. Key objective: unify memory streams, reintroduce confidence via reverse authorship. In other words, make him believe the choices were always his, even if they weren't. One session transcript says Justin snapped when the therapist told him, "You've always been in control." His voice dropped. "Don't say that. That's what the walls said. That's what the mirror said." Leaked documents confirmed the program fed Justin edited clips of himself talking, laughing, agreeing with things he never remembered saying. Background audio. Whispered affirmations. You chose this. This is your voice. You are in control. Every session ended with one final prompt. Do you recognize yourself today? On the inside, directional mics, thermal pulse sensors, and one silent camera lens buried in the top right corner. All connected to a server labeled Echo. Feedback 17 million. F18 million. Justin had no idea. He thought it was a gift from a wellness rep working for a glam studio program. In reality, it was installed by OA Studios under Pulse Media. Their mission. Let's fast forward to one of the eeriest moments ever captured. Not on a red carpet, not at a concert, but inside a sound booth in April 2018. The lights were dim. The engineer had stepped out. And Justin, he was just sitting alone in silence. But the recorder kept rolling. At first, it was just his voice, but 30 seconds in, another voice answered. Same pitch, same breath, same tone, but slightly off, too perfect, too polished.